Art Nouveau wedges that you guys are going to be putting in your sketchbook. You're going to the next 3 blank pages in your sketchbook, and I want you to work on the right side of the page, as always, so no smearing occurs. Go pick yourself 3 wedges that you like, or you can just pick one wedge and trace that one wedge 3 times. But that's what you're doing on the next 3 pages. I'm going to lay that wedge down in the center. The point indicates the top of your sketchbook, and trace them. I've done that. I decided I liked this wedge, and I traced it. This one, and this one. Above each wedge, I need you to write, what are you going to be influenced by? As we were studying Art Nouveau, we discovered that the Nouveauists were influenced by the Japanese. They were being influenced by nature in the creation of their artwork. They were being influenced by discoveries by archaeologists of Viking ships and Celtic knots and other things of that nature. They were being influenced by the artwork that was coming out of the Islam and Arabic nations. So for your designs, I want you to decide, what are you going to be influenced by? Underneath each of your wedges, you need to put 3 bullets. The Art Nouveau artwork had certain characteristics like overlapping, interlocking, piercings, pattern, organic, lots of flowing, twirling, twisting, curvilinear. Those were some of the characteristics we saw of Art Nouveau artwork. So underneath each of your wedges, you should definitely have 3 bullets, and next to each bullet, your goal is to show off the characteristics of Art Nouveau. I need my influence. I'm going to be influenced by peacock feathers, and so that's what I'm going to write up here. Overlap. I'm ready. And I've started to overlap. Remember, you guys can go online. If you need help drawing peacock feathers, that's what I'm going to Google. I need help drawing a compass star. That's what I'm going to Google. Compass star. You might even find a site that says how to draw a compass star. But whatever you do not lay your tracing paper on your screen and trace. That's plagiarism. It's wrong. It's not going to get you, it's going to get you in trouble. All right, so you're using the computer to help you draw, to reference. That's its purpose. So I've started working on my peacock feathers, and the next thing I want to do with my peacock feathers is show piercing. Now I'm encouraging you to keep your spaces about as wide as if I squished my pinky. Try not to get your spaces too much smaller than that. That's definitely happening here. Over here, I'm getting a bit skinny. So if you can keep those lines wider, those spaces wider than narrow, that's a good plan. Go wide. I want to do another piercing right here. I'm doing some overlapping. The star is going behind. Remember, you can use tracing paper. I could have traced that star right there, moved my tracing paper over here, and simply traced the star. So use that tracing paper that's in the drawer over there that says tracing paper. If I bring something down here to the edge of my composition, you can absolutely go into this composition and eliminate that line. I could totally change the way the edge of my composition looks. I want this to pierce up here, and I want it to go up this way. Once I do that, I can eliminate this line. And I've changed the way the edge of my composition is looking. If I stick another star right here, I can eliminate the line. Remember, use that eraser. Anytime something's on top of something else, I want to definitely use my eraser. I can eliminate this line right here because now my edge has been altered. Good move. All right. My completed composition. Sorry. Looks like this. I have peacock and stars as my influence down below. I need to write overlap. I have intertwining. I have flowing. I have piercing. If you do more than the 3 requirements, by all means, list them. Brag about what you've done because you've done some major problem solving. I should give you credit for that, and you should give yourself credit for that by noting it so that I know that you know what you're doing. Other compositions that I came up with, I was being influenced by roses and dragonflies, overlapping, organic, curvilinear. I was being influenced by the skull and fire, but I just wrote skull, overlapping, curvilinear, piercing. I was being influenced by the Wicked Witch of the West, and I've got organic leaves. I've got piercings. I've got overlapping. I'm good. I could even claim curvilinear. This is the one I'm choosing to use. Remember, you want to select the one that shows you off to the hilt. I'm showing incredible growth in this one, I believe. I am showing off Art Nouveau characteristics. I listed them below. I have incredible space through all the overlapping, lots of depth. That's what I'm looking for. So pick the one that shows you off the best. Next thing you're going to do is grab some tracing paper. The tracing paper is over on the table, already cut for you. And you're going to lay it over your composition so that you can trace it. It's very see-through, very thin, and you'll be able to see your composition right through the tracing paper. When you press it down, you can see through. When you tape this down, if your sketchbook is too small, go to the back of your page, take some Scotch tape, and simply place it in one spot, and it shouldn't move on you. You're ready to go. You're ready to rock and roll. All right, I'm going to take a ruler. Please use a ruler. Don't freehand the edge of your wedge. And I need you to go right along the lines. And when you do, I need you to absolutely do that right there. You need that for the rest of the project. And your job is then to start tracing everything you see through the paper. I'm right there. I have it all done. Trace the outer edge, have the X up above. The last thing I need you to do is fold your paper in half. When you fold it in half, I need this line to line up with this line. I need your fold to go right through that intersection right there. Don't put the crease in until you've lined these 2 lines up. If you hold it up near the window, you'll be able to see this line and that line and make sure they're right on top of each other. Or you can just look right up at the ceiling because the lights from above will also allow you to see that this line is lined up right on top of that line. And once you do that, I need you to put a mark right there and do the same on the other side of your paper, right at the crease. And you're ready for the rest of this project, which will be in the next video.